Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that if you're returning. How you doing? Okay, something was brought to my attention, okay, and this is where things start to get deep, okay, and I had to do some digging, okay, like I always do, like a gardener does. And 45 put out a cease and desist, okay, and he put it out on X or Twitter or whatever this is, okay, and it reads like this, and I'll put it up so you can see it, okay, and it says, I, together with many attorneys and legal scholars, and watching the sanctity of the 2024 presidential selection very closely, because I know better than most that the rampant cheating and skullduggery. Now, when I saw that word, okay, I dug even more. That has taken place by the Democrats in the 2020, okay? It was a disgrace to our nation. Therefore, the 2024, where votes have just started being cast, will be under the closest professional scrutiny, and when, and he said this in capital letters, when I win, those people that cheated will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, which will include long-term prison sentences, so that this depravity of justice does not happen again. We cannot let our country further devolve into a third world nation, and we won't, he says again in capital letters. And when he says third world nation, I think he, in my opinion, he is referring to the fact that people cannot literally afford to live, okay? And people are going to literally, you know, extremes just in order to survive, okay? They're going to measures that they would never have gone to before just in order to continue to breathe, really, in order to eat, in order to have shelter, okay, especially for those of us that have families. And he says, please be aware that this legal exposure extends to lawyers, political operatives, donors, illegal voters, and corrupt election officials. Those involved in unscrupulous behavior will be sought out, caught, and prosecuted at levels unfortunately never seen before in our country. So when I saw that skullduggery, okay, because I was scrolling down, and then I came across this. It says skullduggery, interesting choice of words, reference to secret societies, Skull and Bones. And I'm like, okay. Well, I know what the Skull and Bones are, because unfortunately my father was part of a frat that was like a, okay, you know how they have frats, they have sororities, okay, and the frat, if you will, the Brotherhood of the Skull and Bones, they actually have, okay, smaller like branches of the Skull and Bones, okay, and these actually reach out to, like, because Skull and Bones is college, okay, and they actually reach out to beyond college, but there's actually smaller branches that are in high schools. I don't know if you're aware of that, okay. Well, my dad was actually in one of those branches, okay, and it took place in his high school, and he was labeled as what would be considered the Grand Master of the Bones fraternity, okay. God, I even hate to even admit to that, but it's the truth, okay. Now, if my father would have gone to college instead of becoming a fireman and then advancing on to being the chief, okay, he would have taken that Grandmaster label and they would have advanced him into the Skull and Bones, into whatever university of whatever his choice would have been. Okay, so if you were to look at this post, it goes down, it says this pretty much describes the Democratic Party and the deep state currently. It says rhinos too. So yeah, that's exactly what this is. Okay, the Skull and Bones is, once you get into like the universities and beyond, okay, like, because once you're a part of the Skull and Bones, you literally, you keep advancing, and you don't stop. Okay, I mean, the Skull and Bones, that's like the Rothschilds, that's like, you know, like the biggest names, the biggest billionaire trillionaires, okay, they're all part of the Skull and Bones. Okay, now we're going to listen to a video, okay, that I found of Bush Jr., okay, when he was questioned about the Skull and Bones. Okay, take a listen.
The secret society.
It's so secret we can't talk about it.
What does that mean for America? The conspiracy theorists are going to go
I'm
on.
sure they are. I don't know. I haven't seen the web.
Number 322?
First of all, he's not the nominee. And, look, I look forward...
Are you prepared to lose?
No, I'm not going to lose.
You both were members of Skull and Bones, a secret society at Yale. What does that tell us?
Not much, because it's a secret.
Is there a secret handshake? Is there a secret code?
I wish there were something secret I could manifest.
322, a secret number?
There are all kinds of secrets, Tim, but one thing is not a secret. I disagree with this president's direction that he's taking the country. We can do a better job, and I intend to do it.
And we'll be watching. Be safe on the campaign trail. John Kerry, thanks for joining us. And we'll be right back.
So now I want you to start doing your digging, okay, because it's really hard to find who is actually a part of the Skull and Bones, because it is so secretive. You don't know who's in it unless you're in it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's literally take it to the death, take it to the grave. You don't, you know what I mean? I mean, they're even more secretive than the Masons. I mean, more secretive. I mean, at least the Masons are out and about, you know what I mean? They wear the rings and this, that, and the other. Not the Skull and Bones. You don't know who they are. You have no clue. Okay? So, do your research. And this is just a tidbit. Okay? All right, y'all, I'm out of here. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.